And hello and welcome back to Thingamabob Island, where we do thingamabobs and we click the button to open the thing and we're back from other stuff, so let's go do the thing even harder this time.
So you're the ones who've been
boss?
wrecking our security. Unacceptable. Prepare to face the almighty hammer of justice.
Okay. Sure. Hi, buddy. Hey, Thor.
Get ready.
Yep. You know, it's weird that... Oh, I thought she said bless it. I guess it must have been like an ad that bless attacks wouldn't work on.
Hey, want your help? Getting
And
Recto. Powerful shadow defeated. Nice
down Thor goes. You know, you can normally tell how close you are getting to the end in these games based on what persona you're coming up against. I'm gonna guess there's at least one
There's a
more
shadow
dungeon
nearby.
after this
Be
one.
careful.
There's gotta be at least one more dungeon after this. Just based on the persona that are left.
I almost feel sorry for them. All right. No
Oh,
time to
hey,
waste.
look, another button.
We found the white switch. Now
That-
we can get to the prison.
Oh, okay.
Let's head back and
It's
bust
a-
our way in.
It is so distinctly pink. It is sort of funny hearing them call it white every time. Yeah, there has to be at least one more. Where was the one we saw earlier, though?
All right. It's
And time for another prison keep.
Let's go.
Oh, not even a big,
One cliche after another with these guys.
not even another, boss? That was quite a few waves, but
A new move? You did it!
very manageable.
The
When did I
enemy's
get
been
black
wiped out.
ooze?
Now's your chance to get to the top.
Must have picked that up. Like, when did I get that? Okay. Another thingamabob. Emma, that's not
That
a
makes
hard
two
one.
cores now.
Also, wait.
Is this Emma?
It's just straight up Emma. Do we get to keep Emma now? Is Emma on our side now?
Emma is the source of Konoe's power. Seeing it as one of his cores doesn't surprise me one bit. I wonder if those infrared sensors are gone yet. Yep, they're gone.
Now we can proceed even further. We should head back.
Hey, do you think that'll get us back faster?
Oh, hey! It's a railway for all those containers. Yeah, Konoe won't mind if we hitch a ride. All right then. We're moving.
Oh my goodness, we are gonna be on the train in the air. Dreams have been achieved. In a much less like exciting way than I hoped for, but you know. Shipping railway area. And wait, no, are they not gonna show it? It's just gonna. Oh,
Drop us right off at the station. Hopefully, this brings us
Sad.
closer to Konoe's castle.
sadness. Sadness achieved. Damn it. Oh well. If we've got everything turned off, then we should be good at the very least. Well, the same. That ain't telling me anything about what exactly is about to happen. Okay, what fight we've got?
Looks like an airport.
Actually, it looks. Is it an airport
Flight
or?
from Chuoji, bound for Abeno Haretas, will be departing shortly. Those who seek an audience with Lord Akira, please make your way to the airship departure gate.
Interesting.
Did you hear that? It said airship.
An audience with Lord Akira? It sounds like boarding this airship will take us straight to the castle.
Maybe. Still, Konoe controls every inch of this place. I doubt we can just hop on.
I would be more concerned about it being a trap, especially since we seem to have a path to it, too. Either way, I was actually coming in here, I wasn't expecting an airship, I was expecting it to be like a... Oh, you know what? They already did that back in Persona 5, like, a spaceship that a spaceship that flies off and gets away from the world that they're destroying in order to create a new one. Yeah, they did that in Persona 5 already.
Wolf's right. Let's stay on guard as we make our way to the departure gate.
Okay. You know what? This didn't end up being a battle arena, which is fun. And before... Oh! This looks at least manageable. Ah! Oh, this ain't no skateboard! How dare you, game? You need to give me more skateboards.
Through here lies the airship departure gate. Those who have not surrendered their desires will not be allowed entry. Airport staff, please present your workers' pass.
Well, I mean, have they surrendered their desires at that point?
You guys hear that? The departure gate's just up ahead.
And we have to surrender our desires if we wish to enter.
So you can't pass unless your heart's been changed, huh? Doesn't sound like we'll be getting in.
They mentioned airport pass. Do they have to give up their desires, or is your lost desire your airport pass?
So we don't have a choice. We'll have to find another way. Hey, look! Do you think we could get in through that vent?
Oh my goodness.
You might be onto something. Nice going, Noir.
If that's really all, that is such horrible. This is like Death Star level design. If that's really what it's going to be. Oh my goodness, we are in the Death Star. I guess it makes sense that we're in the Death Star.
You haven't surrendered your desires yet, have you?
It looks like that last enemy dropped something.
A worker's
Oh, I was
pass,
gonna get
huh?
water. Never mind.
Looks like we can say goodbye to that vent.
Oh, but... Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. Honestly, if I was doing security here, your lack of desire should be the pass.
What should we do?
All right, no time to waste.
Oh, are we getting this again?
Let's take it out.
Yes! That is still like the coolest fucking ambush concept in the entire fucking Persona 5. Whatever you want to call it. Series. Persona 5 series, sure.
So, this is the departure gate.
I'm guessing it's
Entry
locked.
denied. Insufficient access privileges. Please surrender your desires or present your VIP pass.
Ah, there we go.
So if we get one, even we'll be allowed inside? That simplifies things a bit. Let's go find a pass then.
But who would be carrying a VIP pass? I doubt we could tell just by looking.
If only we knew of a place where such individuals might gather.
Well, if they're important enough to be called VIPs, maybe they'd be in the first class lounge? That's it, Noir! I had a feeling you'd know something about the VIP life. Already got a reading. Let's check it out.
Okay. Can do. Probably want to back off for a little bit. There's a few things I think I distinctly have missed.
What happened to the guards?
You look like the guards. What do you mean guards? You're not supposed to be the guards? That seems bullshittish.
Would you care to join us?
Oh,
Let me drop something. Yo, VIP pass! Yeah! Perhaps the enemy thought now wasn't, just now wasn't a VIP. Still, this does say lounge pass on it. Maybe open the door to the oh, never mind, it doesn't. It's not VIP. Never mind.
Okay, let's move.
Whoa!
Okay.
This area's VIP only.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you'd have to have a pass then?
Yo, you think this guy's a VIP? He's got a pass.
Oh, I'm sure
He loves
we can
VIP.
Part ways with it.
hey, take it easy. This is less Phantom Thieves and more just thieves.
Hey,
This is a part of me.
gotta make it work every once in a while.
Incoming attack. Brace yourself.
And down the VIP looking motherfucking goes. Oh, he looked exactly like a
This new
VIP.
skill suits me.
Everyone can agree with how VIP he looked.
Excellent. We have our VIP pass.
Great! Now we can ride that airship. Let's get back to the departure gate. I've
Can
burned
do.
too much stamina.
Will do.
I'm running on fumes.
Let's do that in. Wait, no, this is just a prison keep. Oh no. No, it's just one of the. We weren't even trying to go to this.
This is a prison keep.
This must be an air traffic control tower for the airships.
It might be a good idea to get this place under control if we want a safe flight.
Agreed. If we can stop the other airships, it might reduce enemy reinforcements later on.
All right then. That's the plan. Let's make shit happen.
So we'll fight afterwards, I assume. We've had one of those previously, I think, so that makes sense. That's what we'll do here. Yeah, they're not gonna, like, ignore it, and it'll probably stop the airship from going off, and... like, yeah, let's stop the other ones from doing it. No, it's gonna be just ours.
We got the core!
Interesting. A Medice Company badge. Its symmetrical design is rather appealing.
We've cleared all of the prison keeps. Let's go ahead and board the airship.
Yeah, his stuff seems to be pretty straightforward as to, like, his motivations and whatnot, at the very least. Okay. I sincerely expect to get ambushed because they're like, the fuck, you guys don't.
Return what you've stolen from the tower immediately. This is your only warning.
Like a phantom thief would ever return what they stole.
I shall take great pleasure in granting you your destruction.
I feel like we've definitely returned something that we've stolen before.
Here it comes!
That dangly thing up there.
Okay.
Drop it on the enemy.
Okay, now we can move back on.
Looks like we finally
Job
cleared up the
us.
rabble. Talk about a waste of time.
Seems like one of the bad guys.
He looks like one too. Definitely doesn't look like a cop.
Oh, shut up. Let's hear you say that after I put you all away.
Yeah, he definitely sounds like a bad guy.
What?
Oh, that's airship's huge. Seeing it up close is much larger than I imagined.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop on and take this thing straight to the castle. Okay, we'll do what we can at least. All those like weird.
So that was an airship. The view from the sky was truly breathtaking.
Legs.
Oh yeah, that killed the rest of it. Very interesting.
There are any
Okay,
shadows nearby.
they definitely want us to take in the sights here.
Akira!
Akira!
Yeah,
Yo,
this seems
What the hell's all this?
just normal people. I guess, yeah, there's just normal people here. Are these like actual humans? Like, they don't even look like shadows. Huh.
You can do it, Akira!
Bring those villains to justice!
There's so many people. What's going on?
Shadow
Are
versions?
these all the shadows who've had their hearts changed?
The Great Akira's Hero Show will begin momentarily. Please gather in front of the stage and show your support.
Hero show? By Kanoe? This sounds interesting. Let's go see.
Okay, sure, why not?
No. Take a closer look. The guards are on the lookout.
If they spot us, we get swarmed, and then it's game over.
We should probably fall back for now. Something like this happened in Sapporo, didn't it?
You mean the He Horde? That was mirrored by the huge cleanup campaign in the real world, right?
This may be the same thing.
Huh. Does that mean Konoe's doing some kind of show in the real world right now?
Which begs the question, will this crowd go away once he's finished?
We need more information. Maybe we should go back to the real world and see for ourselves. Alright, if you think it'll help, we'll head back. Let's see just what Konoe is up to.
Okay, it's time to pull out.
That's what she... Putting on a show, like a stream, maybe? I'm trying to think. Oh. Okay, there it is.
Mr. Konoe, the Emma app developed by your company Medice has become immensely popular all around the world. With Japan's creative industries starting to reach their limits, it's wonderful to hear about such a remarkable breakthrough in AI technology. I hear many have high expectations for you as a leading figure in this country, Mr. Konoe.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm all that. I do plan to do the best I can, though. The world is about to undergo a massive transformation, and I'm hoping to steer it in the right direction. Oh, thank you. You're too kind.
Well, sounds like you've got their support. That reminds me. I've heard that Emma's servers are kept at the Tokyo Radio Tower. Way back when, the Tokyo Radio Tower was used to usher Japan into a new era of communication. Perhaps this time around, Emma will play a similar role and bring us into the age of AI.
Yes, that's certainly the idea. As of now, AI is still a fledgling technology, but I've no doubt that it's going to make all of our lives that much easier.
I will say AI is way overhyped in the modern day, but it's also significantly better than it was when this was made.
And as a testament to that, it's worth noting there were several areas that openly lamented the halt in Emma's service the other day. Why do you think the Phantom Thieves would target Emma of all things?
Naturally, Emma holds a vast amount of personal data. Perfect target for a gang of crooks, if you ask me. Or perhaps they're just opposed to my ideas of AI making the world a better place. All that talk about them being champions of the meek and downtrodden is likely no more real than those cheap masks they hide behind. They threaten anyone they disagree with, and rob them of their free will if they don't comply. Evil people performing evil deeds. Nothing more. We won't be defeated by some ragtag group of petty criminals. I'm more than determined to battle their injustices to the very end.
Mr. Konoe, you held a press conference the other day and mentioned your distinct hatred for the evils of this world.
Yeah, people... I don't know. I don't remember how we talk about it as a group, but people who, like, actually use evil to describe stuff usually have something wrong in the head, typically. Like, there's legitimately horrible stuff you can do, but to use the word evil seriously basically means you're participating in the hyperbole to some extent, right? And there's gonna be a reason you're participating in hyperbole, whether it's to manipulate people, or it is to, because you're being manipulated, or because you are, you know.
Might that stem from personal experience?
Yeah.
In doing evil? Probably.
Yes, I suppose you might say that. As a child, I was caught in a rather unfortunate incident in which I lost someone very close to me. I'd wager it was that incident that caused me to harbor such disdain for wrongdoing. However you look at it, I can't allow the Phantom Thieves to continue doing as they please.
I couldn't agree more. I think we'd all like to see this Phantom Thieves case resolved as soon as possible.
He's still spreading lies.
That explains the whole hero show thing.
Bastard! Where's he get off with all that shit?
Yeah, but he's got a crapload of people behind him. He's trending like you wouldn't believe on social media.
Have all those people had their hearts changed too?
No, it's not like it was with Natsume. These are just regular old fans.
So everyone's being won over by Konoe's charm without ever knowing what he's really like.
Yeah, then again, he could also have people with their hearts changed being like the guiding force of that movement. It's like, you don't really need, like, to change everyone's mind. You just need enough people to create like a legitimate voice for the people that might agree with you to be like, okay, sure. You know what? You make a good enough point that I think I'll go along with that. You just need a slimy enough way of messaging it so you can be extreme while also give enough wiggle room to more moderate people that sort of want to be on that but aren't like extreme enough to really like support it outright.
His track record with Medivh certainly is impressive.
Oh, come on! The guy's full of shit!
Without knowing who he is on the inside, he probably seems like he really cares about making the world a better place.
This isn't much different from what happened with Shido.
Nothing we can do. We can just handle what we can handle.
Well, people do tend to pick the safer choices in life.
Is that true?
In a life of nothing but decisions, there's always a fear of not knowing what comes next. Without knowing what lies in store, people often end up turning to the thing that gives them the best answer. So when it comes down to it, they're more inclined to latch on to whoever's going to make things easier.
First it was Shido, and now it's Konoe. Actually, this might be even worse, seeing as Emma is a lot more up close and personal with people.
But is it really okay to live like that? Leaving everything up to something else?
Well, the truth is, not everyone believes in themselves enough to do otherwise. Not like I'm one to talk. But that's why we're exposing the real villain here. So we can bring those people back to their senses.
Right. We can't let them change everyone's hearts for their own schemes anymore.
We're gonna tear down that stupid jail he is, and then I'm putting my foot straight up his... Oh, maybe we hold off until we get some grub, yeah?
No, I I like the direction you're going there, Ryuji.
That certainly cut the tension. Now that you mention it, I'm hungry too. We were running around in that jail for quite some time.
Dinner time! What'll it be? We are in Osaka, so we'd be crazy not to do takoyaki, right?
That sounds nice. I've been wanting to walk around and try a little of everything, honestly.
Ooh. This sounds ridiculous. Mentai mayo mochi cheese.
Whoa, going kinda overboard on the toppings, don't you think?
I don't even know what that is. Were all those toppings? None of those sounded like toppings.
So good! Oh yeah, no trip to Osaka is complete without him.
I'm actually surprised. Each shop really does taste different.
Looks like trying a bunch of different places was a good call.
Oh, so this is the authentic Osaka flavor. And best of all, it's affordable.
Aren't you gonna have some, Mona?
It's too hot for me right now. I'll just have some once it cools off.
I'm sorry you can't join in with us, Sophia.
Well, I am an AI. I'll just have to make do with the data. Don't let it get you down, Sophia. We'll bring some to the jail later.
Really?
Oh, I mean, does that work? Eat to your heart's content.
Thank you.
Man, traveling around and chowing down like this is the freaking best! Would have been nice if Gramps could have tagged along.
He was close enough to make it home, so I think he wanted to go see Akane-chan. She was probably waiting for him, too.
I hope they get more time with one another once this case is settled.
Yeah, and then Gramps can shower Akane in gifts and treat her like a princess and stuff.
There's something I still don't understand. Why did Konoe bother to create the jails in the first place?
Wasn't it because that Owada dude told him to?
I don't think that was the only reason.
He is helping. Like clearly there's this like hero complex he's got going on, right? That's an element of it. But the fact that he's like working with the corrupt politicians is interesting in its own right. Maybe he realizes maybe his intention is to get in with them and then change their hearts like at the last minute and like use their influence to get his foot into and influence into places that he wouldn't be able to get on his own. Because it sounds like the base motivation based on his little backstory he rambled about there. His jail, that sort of stuff is based around the idea that he is, it feels like a savior complex, right?
We heard in his jail that he wanted to save people, didn't we?
Yeah. One look around his jail, and it's clear that he totally believes in what he's doing. He thinks he's the perfect embodiment of justice.
It's true. He does see himself as a hero. Are you suggesting he isn't acting for his own gain?
At the very least, he must have his own reasons for taking part in all of this.
Not to be like edgelord, but people do tend to do good things because it makes them feel good, right? They like seeing other people happy because it makes them feel good. I'm not saying that that's selfish or anything like that. I'm not edgelord freaking teenager. But it is important to keep in mind that that's generally the, like, base, I guess, dopamine response to, like, helping people and whatnot. And all you really need to do is believe that it's for other people, even if it's, like, for yourself in some capacity, for it to, you know, be that sort of thing.
We'll know for sure once we meet the Monarch face to face. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
Yeah, you're right. We'll eat up and get our strength back for today.
Well, I'm taking the rest then.
As if, like you really need all that.
Hey, it's first come, first served at this point. You guys better hurry before I swipe it all.
I, Haru Okumura, accept your challenge.
Wait, I want some too.
And I enjoyed the food with everyone. None of us got food poisoning. And then I was about to say then it goes 2 days, so we just skipped the food poisoning part of it.
How's it going?
Now that we're all up and ready to go, let's finally storm that castle. Let's all meet up at the hideout once preparations are complete. We gonna head to the jail? If you got a minute, stop by and see me, yeah? I got something real cool. It's gonna blow your mind. But the game said I finished all the special request thingies. Elegant experiment.
You're doing this one?
Oh, I don't care. Okay, oh yeah, let's talk to people. And
That mean...
people sometimes jump off this thing during big celebrations and stuff, right? Okay, yeah, there's just water below. Sorry, I had a very morbid reaction to that. Wow, it's a lot higher than I thought. No one gets hurt doing this. I mean, they definitely get hurt. They get so hurt. Yeah, getting supplies. Nice knowing the boss pulls his own weight. Oh, am I supposed to do that still? People typically enjoy following those who actually give a damn. Lots of folks back at HQ could stand to learn that. Are you saying that you are inspired to follow a high schooler? Wait, no. Yeah, no, still high school, yeah. Hey, there you are. You know how we got our fight with Kanoe pretty soon? I went out and got us a little something to bump us up. Some kind of white powder. Yeah, I heard it's high quality shit. One little taste and you're totally hooked. You're doing this on purpose. Hang on, Ryuichi, you don't want people getting the wrong idea. The hell are you talking about? This is okonomiyaki mix stew. Okay. Takoyaki's good and all, but okonomiyaki's where it's at. Seeing as we're coming up on the big finale, I figured we ought to get ourselves energized. Smack the living piss out of that smug-faced bastard. Okay, yeah, no, we can do it that way. I'm not gonna object or anything. This latest show really gives off that final dungeon kind of feel. Probably because we're going up against the head honcho. I mean, it doesn't to me, just because we haven't seen, like, endgame personas yet and all that sort of fun stuff. There's gotta be one more, right? We're almost there. I know we can do it. I'm sure. Fine-ish. Give or take. Weirder things have happened than us failing at this point. I feel like we tend to fail close to the end. We've done that before at the very least. Oh, look, I was flipping the takoyaki and watch us all day, but we're not here for that, are we? I think we're close to the end of the jail. Let's keep giving it our best. Indeed. The food system is like, it's interesting as a concept, but there's so much fucking item below. My, look at that, Roku. That is a Japanese pufferfish. You might even call it the monarch of all pufferfish. In that case, that fish is our enemy.
I feel something.
Something tells me you want to eat it for good luck.
What?
Are you psychic?
Indeed.
The monarch is quite poisonous. We must approach it with caution. Okay, that's where the food poisoning comes from. Got it.
Hey!
A lot of people like to rub his feet and make a wish. Everyone has a wish of their own. I just can't forgive someone who'd take advantage of that. True.
Hey!
Care to try, Roku? Yeah, why not? Weirder things. I earnestly rub the feet. Did anything change? Well, I'm sure he gets his feet rubbed all the time, so he probably just didn't notice. Sorry, Billiken-san. We'll come back later. Okay. I'm okay with ending that there. Okay, but because it's been a long day and I'm tired, and this is actually the same day as the last recording session, I feel like I'm sort of not thinking straight at this point, too. I think I'm going to end it there. So, I'll come back to this soon. I sort of want to, like, see if I can fucking finish the game. I might actually be at a point that I'm pretty okay with leaving it on easy for the rest of the game, too. I'm not sure if I care enough to, like, do more than just, like, revel in the madness of it all. Because it's not like at this point in the game, easy is being, like, super, like, press a button and everything goes your way easy anymore. Like it was at the very beginning. The mobs, yes. Quite a bit of the mobs, yes, but the actual bosses have sometimes, if I've been, like, just sort of lackadaisical on it, like, fucking, like, put me on my back feet just because I'm, like, haven't played in a while. I'm not that good at the game in the first place. But I feel like I ended up not playing this for long enough that any momentum I had in terms of learning it sort of got killed. And my enthusiasm for that element of it is probably gone, admittedly. I think it's fine. Honestly, it was all just like I've just been enjoying the game, so I decided to up the challenge a little bit. And I sort of, basically, this is, because I haven't played in a while, it dialed it back because I lost a bit of that experience and whatnot. Maybe by the end of it, if I feel like I want that challenge again, I'll go back to that, but honestly, I am so here 90% for the story, 9% for the action, 1% for the challenge. At this point, if it feels fine to me, I'm gonna leave it there. I doubt anyone's watching for, like, to watch me, like, get a challenge out of it anyways. I'm not saying it isn't enjoyable either, it's just not my cup of tea to the point that I would, like, delve into it just for the sake of delving into it. It's more that I started to get invested via the story and just playing it that I started to go up to the higher difficulties and whatnot. And like I said, that sort of got reset. So it's no insult against the game. I think it's done a really fun job at making, like, an action sort of Persona system. I mean, I've never been, like, too massive of a fan of the, like, Dynasty Warrior stuff going on, outside of, like, the, like, straight up just like, ooh, it's big and it's spectacles and it's stuff like that. Like, that's fun. I won't deny that, and they've done a good job of making it a spectacle in every other way that, like, you typically would want out of the Persona. I feel like they made it exactly as you would expect and want it to be for what it's trying to be, right? So, full props to that. And if you like it enough that you, like, are on the hardest difficulty doing all these requests and stuff like that, like, okay, full power to you. It's not my cup of tea, but I can see how someone could enjoy it if they liked it to that extent, right? So I'll leave it there for today. And next time we'll be back. Try to bring down Konoe. See y'all then. Drive safely, everyone. Okay. And welcome back to Persona 5 Scramble. I believe last time what we were going to do is we were going to go back to the jail. Let's do that.
All right, let's get going.
Oh, boy, okay. Are we really jumping right to this? Okay. Let's secure the fuck out of that route.
Hell yeah! Takoyaki really hit the spot!
No, there it is. I did mute the TV.
Looks like everyone's up and at 'em. Let's get back to the castle.
Okay, yep. Let's do what we need to do.
Leave the navigation to me.
Ah, I see why they gave us this view now. So we had some time to listen to the music.
Sensing any shadows just yet.
And there we go. And down they go.
Guess that hero show or whatever's wrapped up.
I wonder what it was like. Kinda curious, honestly.
Oh, you want to go see one sometime? We can go to a Featherman show.
I'm not so sure the show is exactly like that. Then again, he might be that big of a fan. I'm willing to bet it was a little bit more fucked up
Once we
than
get in
that.
the castle, we're headed straight for the roof. Are you ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
All right, let's go. All right, the coast is clear. Let's make a break for the top.
I'm kinda surprised how easy it was to get inside.
A little quiet for a castle. That's not normal, is it?
I don't think so.
I've got a bad feeling about this. This is usually when everything goes wrong.
What's this light?
Things going wrong.
So pretty. But what is it doing?
Is it just general light, or is it making like? It looks like it's making a wall around us, but that might just be the perspective.
Whatever it's doing, it can't be good.
Intruders detected. Executing forced removal.
Wait, is this thing a teleporter?
It's a friggin' trap! We gotta bail!
Wait, Skull, if you try to leave the circle,
You'll get ripped apart?
You gotta be shitting me!
What? What happened?
It seems we've been forcibly teleported somewhere.
Ugh, I don't feel so good. I think I'm warp sick.
What, so we're locked up? Ah, man. I feel like getting caught's all we ever do anymore.
we have to get out of here. And quickly.
Hey, just try to stay calm. In times like these, the best thing to do is to carefully check your surroundings.
Is that what you do if you were
The door's
sent to jail?
open on the other side. I wonder if there's a way for us to get over there.
Well, I think if we were over there, then
What's that? Focus.
you know, carefully check your
Let no
surroundings.
treasure chests go unopened.
There we go. That's what you wanted, eh? You know, it's a good thing they
Ready
put
for
us all in
ambush.
the same
Say
fucking
when.
cell.
We're in a good spot.
It's quite helpful. I was actually for a second there until I was like looked at my party again, like, oh, is it just me? Because I was like, ooh, I actually got to be stealthy. Then I just double checked it just very briefly. It's like, nope, nothing like that. They had that cool section before in Kyoto, so I'm not complaining too much, but hey, we're totally not okay. There it is. You're gonna ruin your nice, cleaned floor. Oh, where did they come from? Somewhere positive, clearly.
How did you escape? Quit resisting and come quietly!
Is this the same place we were before?
Whoops, looks like we got company.
So these are the jerks that sprung the trap on us?
I guess we should say thanks. Quit resisting and get stomped.
Yeah. Not gonna object to that concept. Easy peasy. Now we just need to not stand on
Nothing
the
on
middle
my
thing,
radar.
and we
Looks
won't
like we're
get
safe for now.
stuck in the trap again. Maybe? Maybe.
This elevator looks like it'll take us up, but we've got it on lockdown.
There must be a mechanism to release it somewhere. Let's see if we can find it.
Yep. Step 0.
This must be the security room. It looks like we can unlock that elevator from here.
So if we release the lock, we'll be able to keep going up. Can you hack it, Oracle?
Of course, just give me the word. And don't forget to cover my 6.
I mean, I'm 6. Definitely. Okay, let's go.
All right, backing in. Make sure you back me up.
Okay, hacking done.
Voila! Thanks for the backup, everyone!
Hey, plan's a plan. Good job at it.
All right, a new skill.
Elevator up, and
We should be
ooh.
able to ride all the way up to the top like this. Maybe we can even rest before we get there.
Nope.
Guess that would have been a little too easy. Come on, let's greet our guests.
Yeah, you never have an elevator ride without a bunch of enemies attacking you. That's just how these things work. Hey, if it works, it works. Good job, guys.
Seems we're quite a ways up.
Have we reached the roof yet?
We're getting there, wherever we are.
Stop! Picking up an enemy nearby. Oh, this one looks tough.
You fools dare oppose the great hero Akira. My lightning will turn you into dust.
Sure, man. Whatever gets you off. Oh, another Thor. We already thought Thor. Come on. Be better than that game.
Switching out!
And down Thor goes again in those BB dies. He's a busy.
It's an elevator.
No, we have to go up even more?
It looks really high. I can't even see the top.
Well, given Konoe's elevated opinion of himself, I'd say this is par for the course.
Guess we're going up then. We've got to get those desires back.
I wouldn't be surprised if we run into yet another trap. Cage of Arrogance. Ooh.
Everyone, look!
A birdcage. So this place has one too.
Every jail we've seen so far has.
But why would Konoe's jail possess one? Is he not the mastermind behind all this?
That is fair. It's also arrogance and not pride, which seems... Have we had pride yet? Because, I mean, I thought they were based on, like, the sins, right? I think they've typically been based around sins in both Persona 5 and this, right?
I don't know. Konoe is supposed to be the one who created the jails, so he would have to know how they work. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. In which case, the only explanation is that he's trapped himself here with trauma of his own.
Why would he do something like that?
It could be necessary to creating a jail.
Does that mean Konoe's got some dark past too?
A guy that confident? I don't know. Doesn't really fit his image, if you ask me.
I don't know, maybe he's that confident because of it. He jailed away his insecurities, and he sees it as a way to strengthen people, which would then proceed to make him feel like he values it, and he thinks he's doing good things for people by doing all the jails and monarchs and stuff like that. I think it adds up, at the very least.
So what's the plan then? You said we need a key if we want to open this thing, right?
That's correct. And we can get a hint as to its whereabouts by touching the birdcage.
No, you're up, Wolf. Yep, your turn.
All right, sure. So I just touch this thing, right?
Yes.
Good luck. Make sure you don't let go right away.
Don't go crying on us, Gramps.
Don't give him a hint. It's initiation.
Oof, listen to that wolf howl.
I've heard stories of cries that could shake the heavens. Could this be one of them? It's almost operatic.
You guys don't even know, man. That shit seriously hurts.
Quiet! I hear something.
Abuse? Please, that's ridiculous. We do have a dog. Maybe that's what they heard? Right, Akira?
Hey, whose voice is that?
It doesn't seem to be Konoe's.
But he said Akira. Isn't that Konoe's first name?
Whether it was your dog or not, Konoe-san, we got a tip that you've been physically abusing your son. Apparently, Akira-kun has a scar on his arm to prove it.
Look, he fell over. How many times do I have to say it? Are we done here? I'd like to be left alone.
You little shit! You see all this trouble you're causing me? Keep your goddamn mouth shut and do as I say!
Damn. What the hell was that?
Kanoe's past. We were viewing the trauma he keeps locked away in his heart.
Trauma?
There, good boy! Who's a good wolf?
What am I, a pet? You guys could have warned me about that.
Well, it's not like you asked.
Haha, indeed.
I feel like I've heard that excuse before.
Yeah, from yourself.
Getting back on track, I heard one of the voices mention something about abuse.
Was Kanoe abused by his father?
That's terrible.
It's pretty messed up, but it doesn't justify all the skeevy shit he's been doing.
Indeed. What's past is past. Nothing changes the fact that Akira Kanoe is an incredibly dangerous man who changes others' hearts and robs them of their free will.
Right. We've got to stop him.
So if being abused is the source of his trauma, then what exactly is his plan here?
Just gonna have to ask him about it. Up close and personal.
Yeah, but first, we need the key to the birdcage. Let's head back to the real world and try to find the source of that voice.
Hey, Joker? Was Kanoe really treated badly by his own father?
Probably. It does seem like that.
Senkichi and Akane were on bad terms, but nothing like that ever happened between them. Why did that happen to Kanoe? Aren't they family?
Man, we gotta unpack abusive parents. There could be a lot of reasons. I don't want to say his heart was filled with hate, but it certainly wasn't filled with a love. I wouldn't say that he's... Abusive people aren't necessarily hateful towards the children. I will say that. They could be. 100%. That's a potential reason. It could just be that the children are an easy, manipulable outlet for the other elements of their life. Where they don't feel... Where they don't have love enough to care. If they're hurting them to that point.
So some humans are just like that then. Joker, do you think family is important?
A lot of yeses in this. I think relationships are important. Are we calling stuff like the Phantom Thieves a family unto itself? Or your like own individual family? I would say family's important in the sense of feeling like you have a sense of belonging. A sense of... Because that is ultimately a part of your sense of self, right? It doesn't really matter if it's blood-related or otherwise. It's important in establishing your foundation for a lot of stuff. I think that's important, but can't say I've thought about it. Because I wouldn't say the others are quite the answer I'd want to give.
I see. So it comes to you so naturally that you don't even have to think about it?
Okay, sure.
If I ever get family or friends, I want to support them as much as I can. I learned that from the Phantom Thieves. I wonder how Kanoe must have felt back then.
Hey, come on you two, let's get going!
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go, Joker.
You never see it coming.